Hello my dear friends and welcome to my channel. Today I will be swatching those Woomer watercolor 24 color set. I was asked to review the set and actually I was pretty surprised by the quality of the paint. So I did these swatches, but I definitely need the smaller one to have it in my palette. So palette was very well packed, and actually the box, the metal tint box, is pretty decent. I saw many different boxes like this, and this one is beautiful. Straight, nothing bended, everything great. You can take this thing out and you have a lot of mixing spaces. And look, you can see the colors of all the colors here, just without duetting them. Some of them are weird because I wanted to rearrange them a little bit. So usually when I get a new box of watercolor or create my custom palette, I do a smaller piece of paper. I will cut it later so I could put it in my box and I can actually see what color do I have while I paint during I do my paintings, because it's easier to understand what colors are inside the box. So I checked on Amazon Canada, and for now you can't buy those on Amazon Canada, which is a pity because I usually like to order stuff from Amazon. And like I have Prime and I don't pay for the delivery. I don't know how much will it be to order from woomerart.com, their website. I will be reviewing these watercolor paints, and today I want to do the swatches. Later I will do a painting for my students using only these paints, and I will tell you how the watercolor performs. Okay, so let's try those colors. This is obviously lemon yellow, pretty vibrant. I really like it, and actually they have the name of the paints here, but it's, as you see, it's a different order than in a box, and the paints inside the box were mixed up a little bit, so especially with the blues, it's hard for me to understand which color is which. And most of them has just one pigment inside, which is very good. And this is obviously was lemon yellow. Let's go further. This is another yellow, which is warmer, and they call it permanent yellow. The next one will be golden. Actually, I really like this rich yellow color, and as you see, it's very easy to reactivate those paints, which I think is very important. Okay, the next one, orange yellow. I really love having a lot of yellow colors in my palette. I use them a lot, so I'm pretty happy with the range of yellow colors in this palette. Next one will be mandarin yellow. It's kind of yellow. It looks like orange. Okay, mandarin. So the names of the colors are not like you have in Daniel Smith's or Holbein. They're different, but you could understand what is it. Okay, so next one will be scarlet. Okay, nice red color. Okay, I'm adding a little bit of water so I see the transparency of the paint. And actually I would recommend to the manufacturer to change this, because it's really hard to understand which color is which. Okay, so next one, strong red, maybe. It's hard to follow. But the colors themselves are very beautiful. I really like them. So there is not much difference between those two reds. This one is more rose, and this one is more reddish. Okay. Okay, so this is magenta, I assume. Yeah, it should be magenta. I love magenta. So you can see that if you take a lot of pigment from the box, the color is very creamy and rich, which I really like and recommend for my students. Okay, let's go further. It should be purple red, maybe. Again, it's hard to follow because it's not in the order, and you don't have any signs, anything written on the boxes with the pigment, so it's hard to understand what color you actually try. Okay, so did I try this one? No, I didn't try this one. Okay. Oh, this is quinacridone violet. I like violets. I like pink and magenta. Oh, I really like this color. Okay. And the second two should be some kind of violets. So this is violet, and the second violet, they call it lotus. Interesting. Okay. They're pretty transparent, which is very, very good. Let's try this lotus color. Okay, it's kind of colder violet. Actually, I love to have different violets and pinks in my palette. I paint a lot of flowers, and I actually can add those colors everywhere I go. And my students, they usually use a lot of violets as well. Okay, so first row is done. Let's go to the blues. Now it's going to be hard for me to say what kind of blue is it, but this looks like ultramarine to me. I would have it more vibrant. I like when the ultramarine could go very dark when you, like, let's try to grab more pigment and see how strong it is. It's not very strong, but it could work. Okay, let's go further. Another blue. It should be maybe cobalt blue, I think. Okay. Pretty beautiful color. And I try to grab pigment from beneath so I see how transparent it is. So they have lake blue, aqua blue, ultramarine blue, and phthalo blue. Again, it's hard to say which color is which. But, oh, I would say this is cobalt blue, but it's maybe different pigment inside, so I really like how it's pop. It's very, very vibrant. And I like that it doesn't get not so vibrant when it's dry. So look, this one is dried and the colors are very, very vibrant, which I really like. Okay, let's try another blue color. Again, I love to have many different blue colors. So what do you think? Could it be this one, ultramarine, or not? Okay, so I could live with those blues actually. Okay, let's switch to greens. I would say this should be vermilion, but they call it no, viridian. It should be viridian. Okay, actually it's a very strange color, but I use it a lot when I mix them with pinks. You can create beautiful green shade colors. So I would happy to have it in my palette. This should be phthalo green, maybe. Okay, it's pretty nice color. Actually, I don't use a lot of greens when I paint. I prefer to mix them with blues and yellows. Oh, it's something shading. It is shading. Actually, I like this strong, darker green. If you add a little bit of blue in it or pink, it could be very beautiful shade for your trees, for your landscapes. Actually, like, I pretty enjoy the colors for now. I will see how they doing when I mix them. Okay, and actually it's gonna be force green, and this is strange, but I like this grass green color. I have it in Holbein and I use it all the time and I have to renew it. So this like yellowish green is very convenient. I like it. And they call it grass green, yeah, as I told you. And we have earth colors. For earth colors, this should be ochre, yellow ochre. On the box it says that it has 3 pigment inside, and I like how rich it is. I don't know how transparent will it be, but the color is beautiful, like golden yellow. Okay, so it was ochre, reddish brown. Let's try. Actually, the browns in this palette is pretty beautiful and different. It's like sienna, maybe, to me. This reddish brown, it's a regular sienna. It has 3 pigments inside. Okay, and this is just color brown. Maybe it should be umber. Okay, again, I like this color as well. And the last one should be some kind of black. I like Payne's gray, cool black, but I think this one is warmer one, like natural tint. And I like it as well. So as you see, all colors easy to activate. You can grab a lot of pigment and the color will be like darker and more vibrant. And now I will cut this thing and I will show you how I use it when I paint. So I have those swatches always with me, always in my box, in my palette. So now I will be painting a landscape with those paints, and I will have this piece of paper with the colors with me, so I could see the exact color I use. So for now, I enjoy those paints. I could recommend them for the beginners. And let's see what I can do when I paint a painting with them. Okay, so let's do a small landscape painting using those new paints. Okay, I usually like to do alla prima. I don't work using layers a lot, so this is what I teach my students as well. And when you do alla prima, you start from the sky. Okay, let's put some blue color, and I will add some ultramarine as well. Okay, I'm working on a cotton paper. It's not the best one. This one is from the cheaper side, but it could work. Okay, I could use some paper towel here, just to dab a little bit for my sky. Okay, so I don't put a lot of thoughts in what I do. I just put paints on the paper and let the paint flow and live by its own life. Okay, somebody's messaging me. Usually when we go closer to horizon, we have some kind of like purple colors. I don't know, I see them like the skies, the sky and the clouds has this bottoms, which to me looks like something purple. Okay, I could add a little bit more darker color. Oh, look how dark this blue from this Woomer set could be. This is very good. That I could take this strong pigment from the box, and you remember that those are dried cakes of watercolors. So yeah, I like this vibrancy. Okay, so this is something like the sky. I don't know, maybe I could do it better, but I really don't care right now. I want to do something very fast. Okay, so we go down and we will connect the greens on horizon. Okay, so I will mix some green. I will create something cooler. It's not cooler. Okay, so at the horizon, nothing could be too vibrant. So, okay, yeah, I will put it here and I will let it flow to the sky as it will. And maybe I would add more violet here, so it will go to the perspective, to the background. Okay, and then I need, oh, actually I will use this green grass to do the heels. Yeah, it is pretty vibrant, and I will go, maybe I will touch a little bit of those trees. I will go around the house and I will just paint this vibrant line of green color here. So as you see, I'm not very accurate. I let my watercolor flow wherever it wants, and I really like it this way. And actually I think I have something bright yellow in here, and I would say I have something like this in the foreground. So if you see a color somewhere else, just put it there. Okay, maybe a little bit here. Okay, and now I will try to use this very vibrant green. Of course I would maybe, yeah, I want to try this green. Dark and beautiful. And again, I will add some blue to it. Okay. And I will choose those trees which comes closer to lavender field. I will paint around the house. I will dissolve it a little bit. I need to be very careful around the house. Okay. We have another house here. And actually this green is more transparent, I believe. So I would paint it like this. And I have some trees around the roofs here. So as you can see how vibrant the pigment is, right? And I really want to see it when I do watercolor, this rich vibrant pigment which spreads and flow. And actually it's not the best paper, but again, when I do alla prima, I like everything to be very vibrant. Yeah, and we are coming closer to the lavender, right? Oh, it's gonna be very interesting. Okay, and maybe I will lift a little bit here. Yeah, I can do this. Yes, and I can lift a little bit here, and here, to make it more interesting. Okay, actually I like it like this. I don't need to touch it a lot. Like, I like to do just one stroke and leave it. Okay, so I need to define the house, so my architecture would be more decent. Okay, the roof goes like this. Okay, so the house is okay. Okay, let's let's clean the palette because I will need it for my lavender. Yes, I like to have larger mixing spaces. Okay, so we have beautiful violets in this set. Actually, I didn't paint lavender a lot, so it's very interesting for me how to do it right. Okay, so again, I'm just putting the paint on the paper. I don't think a lot. So I see a violet color here, and I am adding it here. I let color flow a little bit, and I kind of spread it to create those like lines and rows of lavender. I kind of wet those rows with this lavender like violet water, and then I will add other colors in here. Okay, so I need, okay, so this is the rod. I need not to forget it. Okay, and I will use this, I forgot this color, but it looks like opera pink, but I don't think that they call it like this. And I will fearlessly add those beautiful pink color in here. Okay, and let it flow. Okay, I think I finished the first layer. I just wanted to show you how the colors flow together into each other. It depends on the paper a lot. This is not the best watercolor paper, but you can see how the pigment spreads and flow, and the vibrancy of the pigment. So actually I don't see any like huge difference with my Holbein paints. For now, I'm pretty happy with this. Okay, now I need to finish my houses in the background. So I need to do the roof with something violetish. Okay, so let's do the roof. It should be darker than everything else. And I like change the colors when I go, so I don't paint it with the one color. I'll use violet and some earth color I have in this palette. Okay, so this is one roof, and it is the second roof here as well. I will change the color as well to make it more interesting, even though it doesn't look like this on the photo, but I know that it will look good on the paper. Okay, maybe I need to lift the pigment a little bit to make it more transparent. Okay, so I already have the houses, and I would say I need to dry it, and meanwhile I will add some roofs in the background here. Again, it's a little bit too much water. Okay, and more blue. Again, I change the color. I don't paint with one color all the way. I always add more and more. Okay, and I have some roofs in the distance in here. So I will add them here. Okay, so now I suggest that there are some houses here, and relieved a little bit of paint. Okay, so I need to be dried. This I need these. Oh my gosh, I forgot the words. Roofs to dry, and actually I would connect the chimneys. It will be more interesting if they will be connected. Actually, there is another roof in here. I didn't see it before, so maybe I will add it here. Yes. Okay, another roof. Okay, so let's squint our eyes and see what I need to add. So I think I need to add more details on the foreground. And for this, I need to use a blue color which I see on the photo, and maybe I will use this magenta or something. Okay, so I will add just blobs, which will suggest that I have lavender's bushes on the front. They're coming like this, so I don't add them like too much, but this way I define them better. And I think I need to add more of a shadow here, because I have very dark spots in here, and it will help me to define the lavender bushes. Okay, so again, look how vibrant this pigment is. Very dark, very vibrant. I really like when I can paint dark if I want. And I think it's very important for watercolor to maintain the necessary dark colors. Okay, I think I will add some red in here on this pathway. Okay, let's soften the edges. Okay, and let's lift a little bit here. I think I can add a little bit of details here, this lavender bushes, to make them more fluffy. And actually I see that from this side lavender bushes are more violet, so I can actually do this. I have to add some blobs of colors. Okay, and I will spread it a little bit. Okay, maybe I can add some of this grass green color, which I really like, to suggest some grass here. Okay, could be like this. And actually I have this, actually this green grass is very, very vibrant, and it's in between of those bushes. Okay, so maybe I don't like this sharp edges, so I will use synthetic brush to soften it out to violet. Okay, so I will just lift a little bit of pigment to make those edges not so sharp. Okay, so something strange happened here. Okay, so now it's better. Okay, maybe this edge is too much as well. I need to clear it a little bit. Okay, now it's better. Okay, I have some hard edges, but like for this sketch it's gonna be okay. So now I can finish the houses. I will use some blue color. I don't have free space on my palette. Okay, again, let's just do one brush stroke to suggest that there is some kind of shade in here. And I need to dim this a little bit because it's too bright. Okay. Okay, so now I need this to dry, and meanwhile I will add a little bit, like I want to have some blue spots on the pathway, something like this. Okay, so this is too dark to me, but maybe I will leave it like this, because it's pretty understandable that we have lavender bushes here. And I think this sketch is done for me. Okay, so the final results for this Woomer 24 colors watercolor paint set. These are pretty decent paints. I like the colors, the vibrancy. You can see that the pigment behaves good with the water. I can't say anything bad about those paints, and especially thinking about price range, I think they're very, very good choice for beginners. And I will continue paint with them, and I will let you know what I think more. But for now, I'm pretty happy with them. So thank you. Tell me in the comments, do you like this painting? Do you like these paints? And did you try Woomer watercolor? And thank you so much to Woomer for gifting me this set. I know that me and my students will use them regularly. It was a very good discovery for me. Okay, bye-bye.